So we'll just revise a few of the drills for single push hands. When we're going through the single push, we'll get into this point here, and a lot of people will turn, press down, and then barge in on your center. And this hand here is your control lever. So we want to work on how this hand touches down, stretches up to the neck, touches the hip and touches the foot, and then I create a hinge point here and then roll the energy off to the side. Now this particular skill we want to develop in here, the tiger's mouth. So the drill we're going to do for that is a whole series of drills. The first one is my partner touches my elbow, and as he touches my elbow, I reverse and catches balance. Then I put my hand out, and then I go on to the other side. Hand out, touch the other side. Hand out, touch the other side. What would normally be happening as you're doing this, you'd be striking to the neck. Because a lot of people, if you pull down, they're just going to splay outwards and you cut the head off. So you never want to do this splaying out idea if someone pulls on your arm, because you're leaving your neck exposed. So we want to make that vulnerability very, very clear. So you start off with just the mechanics of getting this movement. Then stretch your neck, touch your hip, touch the foot, feel the line to the root, and then pick your partner's base up. And then on the other side, touch the root, feel the ground, tap the ground, and open your joints, roll the joints, open the gin, and connect your partner through to your partner's base. So then we go into single push. We have in here, you have the line. Touch your root, so I press down, I stretch to his neck, capture his spine and hip, and then open the energy through. So that's the first couple exercises for this elbow control. Now, when we go to the other side of the elbow, say I'm touching on the inside, we swept down. Now let's say our partner's force is coming up towards, like he's doing a hook towards our head. So we touch the inside of the crease. As I press down, I stretch to his neck, I feel that line, because he's projecting force. That stretch is already connected, I just have to be aware of it. And then I settle down onto his spine, onto his feet. As he continues, I fold this qua and pick his base up. So as I'm coming in, touch down, he projects up instead of down, and fold the qua, open the joints, and go into a magnetic state. If this force is downward, then I'm going to go this way. If the force is upward, I'm going to curve it that way. Now, these two drills are really important to sort of blend them. So my partner projects a force towards me. Okay, it's more up. And then he projects a force. He may make it more down. And then I just redirect with the tiger's mouth. The folding of the quas and the activation of the magnetic, really, really, really important for both of these lines. Then we go back into the push hands. So if, let's say, we're in here and he tries to control my elbow there, I can switch on that side, or I can switch on that side. If he pushes up on this elbow, then I remove in there and pick him up the other way. So we've got all these potential points for the tiger's mouth, in this side or in this side here. So depending on how they project the force, and throughout all the push hand sets, you have these opportunities everywhere for the tiger's mouth. It's one of the techniques you really want to master. The important points is that you have to catch the root, touch the ground, and you don't pull on the person's body, you stretch down and use your joints to connect. So I'm opening my joints, I'm connecting my weight onto my joints, I'm stretching off my joints. So my connection is right there. I'm not pulling back to get a stretch in his body to make the connection. Then he's going to shoulder stroke me. I've got to make it all happen there so he can't shoulder stroke me. If I pull down, he's just going to lunge straight in and catch me. So I want to connect and keep the effect out there. Once I've got this, I've got a strike, I've got elbow, I've got knees, kicks, punches, everything can shoot straight off that first touch of the base. Always want to break the structure and get used to doing this, so that if you wanted to strike, you would touch the root, pluck, and then put your strike out in a sequenced movement. So we'll start putting that into the first push hand set, then put it into the second and the third, and then once you put it into 30-40 push hand sets, you have that one movement. And we've got about 40 or 50 movements we want to incorporate into the push hands like that. We'll slowly make videos on each one. Okay, let's partner up, jump in. Thank you.